Hello and welcome back to our series on seed saving. Today we're going to look at saving pumpkin seeds. These are jack-o'-lantern pumpkins grown here in the northwest, and despite the weather, they are nicely sun cured with good hard skins on them and mature seeds inside. So this is what we end up with on the artistic front, and it was tough work carving those now. But what we got out of them, as well as the pleasure, was these wonderful seeds and a little bit of flesh. So the seeds, I just put it in with water to soak for a few hours or overnight, just to enable the separation process to be a little bit easier. So here we go now. And we're just really going through, pulling the seeds out, separating that lovely slimy flesh away and getting them under the bowl. You don't have to be too exact at this stage, but you do need to look into the flesh, because you can find in there, you find some seeds that are just too small, some that actually splitting, as you can see at that point, and then there will also be some good solid ones that you want to get out. So don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. There we go, a few more. There's a lovely tactile aspect to spinning them around and getting that on your hand. Now these will dry off nicely once they're rinsed. So what we're doing here is we're putting the fairly clean pumpkin seeds into a larger container, and then we're going to add a bit more water, and we're going to separate them out into the floaters and the sinkers. It'll allow us to clean. It'll also allow us to get an idea of which ones are more likely to be viable seed. Quite a common wee process when you're doing this. Now, these do not need to be soaked to ferment as you do with tomato or pepper seeds. This is really just a separating and a cleansing action, and you don't want to leave them too long. So we can see here, heavier seeds sunk at the bottom, lighter seeds at the top, and some clear water between the two of them. So now I'm putting the lighter seeds out here, and you see there's actually more of the lighter seeds, which I'm slightly disappointed about, but these heavier ones at the bottom, I'll be keeping those separate. Here we go. Now these have been rinsed a couple of times since, so they're pretty clean. There's not much flesh left on those, and I want these to dry out now on a plate, and that should keep them. It lets them dry, it lets them separate, it lets them be easily moved. So just don't have too many piled on top of each other. So you can put these out and leave them to dry overnight, and then change them around the next day, day after that. This gives you a chance to look in and see any of the, you can see a few ones that have split there, which aren't going to make it. They are quite tasty to eat at this stage, so if you find any split ones, don't just throw them away. Give them a wee nibble. Here we are now. This is a couple of days later. They have been moved and dried a couple of times, so you can feel that. Lovely. And there's a nice solidity to these. They're not bending. If they bend easily, they're not going to do it for you. So good luck, and let us know how you get on.